Pretty Boy OD, addressing and explaining old media in boxing.
ODZ, thinking it's a game, but it ain't a joke. We about to cook, so we want the smoke. Money ain't a thing, what's your net worth? It's the Pretty Boy Sports Network. 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 Black.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Pretty Boy OD, back with another one. And this time I want to address old media, okay? I want to address old media real quick and real fast, well, as fast as I can, because some of y'all don't understand, and I don't think y'all get what we be saying when we talk about old media. I want to point out their agenda, and I want to point out some of their soldiers. Their agenda is to keep a certain race of fighter or a certain type of fighter down, and elevate the ones that they like to see elevated. For instance, Floyd Mayweather, they hate him. He's on the coincidental list, which means he's coincidentally black. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation for that analogy. Old media consists of people like Larry Merchant, Max Kellerman, Akin Barak, Coppinger from ESPN, Bob Arum, Rick Little Dick Glazer, just people like that. Tim Bradley sometimes jumps in and out of old media. I give him a little credit for calling out Valpeds for, cheating. Who else is old media? You got a few more of them. Basically, a lot of them work for ESPN and DAZN. Chris Mannix is another one. Joe Tessitore. Oh, my gosh. People like that. Watch their agendas. Watch their agenda when it comes to anything black, and it can even be on their own network. Look at how Devin Haney was treated at DAZN. Look at how, I know some of y'all gonna say, well, he made a lot of money, but y'all didn't protect him the way y'all protect Jaime Munguia, who's a fucking duck and ain't fought nobody and keeps ducking Charlo. But then you'll go and call Charlo a duck and a bum. Look at how Andrade is treated. He's sitting there in limbo. He can't fight Canelo or Triple G, and y'all all on DAZN. But then when it comes to one of them fighting Charlo, it just don't make sense because they're not on DAZN. They're not on DAZN. But Canelo, he's daring to be great. He can do whatever he wants. He don't have to fight the Charlos of the world. Him no have to fight the Andrade or the Mexican monster. Oh, no, it's too tough of a test. He wants to be great. He's daring to be great. He's going to a weight class higher, but he gets to keep his belt because he's the French fly champion. Oh, yes, oh, yes. And he gets special rules, okay? Okay? Saul gets special rules, okay? This is how it works. And then he goes and picks fucking Bivol. And it was a cherry gone wrong. And you see old media still pissed off about that. So that's what I want y'all to pay attention to. Look at how Charlo is fucking undisputed. And he's knocking these motherfuckers out. Undisputed. Same shit Canelo did. Undisputed. Right? And they don't even got him on the fucking pound for pound list at ESPN. What are y'all smoking? You got Lomachenko on the fucking list, but not him? Come on, man. Old media called T.O. undisputed when he was French fry champion. Let me explain the French fry shit. This is some more old media bullshit. And I'm going to do a separate video about the WBC and those racist fucking old media motherfuckers. And Andre Ward just called them out. So I'm going to do a separate video on the WBC's racist ass. And Mauricio Suleiman, a.k.a. Mauricio Suleiman. Shout out Drew Titan. Just full of shit. So the French fries, a.k.a. the franchise title, means I can keep my belt, right? I don't have to fight mandatories. But every other weight class and everyone who's not a franchise, you do have to fight your fucking mandatories. You can't fight who you want. And I get to keep my belt. If that's not some fucking lopsided bullshit, I don't know what is. All media loves this shit because they're only going to give the franchise shit to certain people, which is why I know Devin Haney's going to throw that shit in the garbage because he never wanted it. He wanted to be undisputed, and that's what he is now. And they still don't want to give him credit for that. So, little Charlo, he can't be a French fry champion? No, because he's black. They don't want him to be a French fry champion. They want him, soon as he gets undisputed, you fighting your mandatories, motherfucker. Get in line. You fighting your mandatories. But then when it comes to Canelo, that sanctioning body does not know who Canelo is fighting next. Only Canelo knows. Because he's so great. Even in defeat. Oh, his losses smell like cinnamon. Oh, we love Canelo. What type of shit is that? How can you literally say, we don't know who Canelo's fighting? Only Canelo knows. He's holding he's holding 4 belts hostage. Give up the fucking belts if you don't want to fight Charlo. You don't want to fight the Mythic and Montha. Give up the belts. You don't get to hold the belts. Can you imagine Floyd Mayweather holding 4 fucking belts hostage? And he goes, nah, I don't want to fight my mandatory. I don't want to fight that guy. I don't want to fight this guy. This is like, could you imagine him literally holding the belts hostage? Say what you want, Floyd fought his fucking mandatories. Manny Pacquiao fought his fucking mandatory. And it's so bad that Charlo is the mandatory. And he don't get a fucking fight. That's the fucked up part in all of this. When Crawford or EJ, when those motherfuckers go undisputed and they fight, guess who's waiting for them? Boots Ennis. They don't have a fucking choice. They're gonna have to fight Boots Ennis. But Canelo, he chooses who he wants to fight. Lomachenko chooses who he wants to fight. I don't want to fight Devin Haney. Fuck Devin Haney. I want to fight fucking Teofimo Lopez, even though Devin Haney is my #1 contender. So question, what the fuck is the purpose of having a #1 contender if he doesn't get his fucking title shot? And then he gets his title shot and you take fucking fees out on him. Like, you boxers got to get this shit together. This is old media all fucking day. It makes no fucking sense. And you get these fucking old media motherfucking supporters who are AKA race warriors, and they'll sit here and defend what the fuck is going on. Like, what the fuck? Floyd Mayweather is the cash cow at HBO, and you got Larry Merchant calling him a fucking thug. His rap sheet as long as his fucking boxing record. He has on fake fur, fake leather. Everything about him is fake. Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd is a handsome man. Oscar De La Hoya is dashingly handsome, though. Floyd Mayweather's a nice-looking man, but Oscar's a handsome man. Floyd will never be a superstar. Floyd will never be more than what he is. He'll never sell out arenas. He thinks he deserves this fucking black N-word, this fucking black, you know what they wanted to say, thinks that he's going to sell out big arenas, he's going to break all the pay-per-view records, and this Negro actually thinks he's a fucking star. What in the fuck is wrong with him? We've told him, this is what you are, and this is what you're going to be. This is the most money you're going to make. Take it, smile, and shut the fuck up. We're going to control you. We're going to tell you what to do, and we're going to take all your money. And you know what Floyd Mayweather said? Fuck you. Hard work, dedication, prayers, belief, and a good team. And look, you don't got to like the motherfucker, but damn, everything he said came fucking true. Them old media motherfuckers couldn't take it. Left, went to Showtime, bankrupt HBO, and sunk their motherfucking battleship. Now you got Larry Merchant taking shots, drowning. Max Kellerman taking shots, drowning. He just goes to ESPN. And, he's another one. I thought he was cool. Wrong. It's like Larry Merchant was drowning, pulled the mask off, and was like, surprise, it's Max Kellerman. He's the fucking Obi-Wan of this fucking, race warrior fucking old media army, and his replacement is Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman goes out of his way to say Devin Haney is not the champ, and that Lomachenko's the real champ. No, he's not. Then in the next breath say Tyson Fury's the real champ. Lineage this, lineage that. Deontay Wilder's got to beat him. This the lineal champ. Lineage just matters. Okay, if lineage matters, then how come when Lomachenko had that fucking bullshit belt and he was parading, like finna make an undisputed fight, you didn't say that shit then? Because Floyd Mayweather didn't have that fucking French fry belt he had. Pernell Whitaker didn't have that belt. Manny Pacquiao didn't have that belt. They had the fucking belt Devin Haney had. So he was your lineal champ, but you didn't say that. Max Kellerman wouldn't say that. Chris Mannix wouldn't say that. Chris Mannix sucking off Ryan Garcia. You call the real shots Ryan Garcia. No, he fucking don't. He's a fucking YouTube sensation that nobody watches. The difference between him and fucking Logan Paul is Logan Paul can do a pay-per-view, and I'll give him his due. Motherfuckers will watch him fight. Don't nobody watch Ryan Garcia. Let him do a pay-per-view. Nobody watches him like that for him to have that type of following. So, Shakir comes out and puts up big numbers, and they're all fucking quiet. Charlo comes out, does his thing, they're quiet, undisputed, and y'all ready to throw him to the lions already. How come he can't sit back and say, no, I'm not fighting y'all. Y'all fight each other. Only Canelo can do that. Only Canelo can say, you guys fight each other. He's cleaned out that fucking division damn near. So why don't he get to sit back and pick and choose who he wants to fight? Because he's not old media. And he's not old media's champion. He's our champion. He said some bullshit every now and then, but he's our champion. So these are the things we have to champion. And shout out to all the other sites. Shout out to Blue Blood. Shout out to Artman, D-Hive. Shout out to everybody that points this shit out. I believe is 57 Sports, 78 Sports. Pardon me if I'm getting that wrong. Boxing Ego. Guys like that. Drew Titan, LDBC. Shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just want y'all to be aware of this and be careful of that little Dick Glazer guy. He's the same guy that'll call Errol Spence fans aerosexuals and talk about everybody and get mad and but will defend, and hates Al Heyman. Anything PBC related, old media hates. Hates the fucking air Al Heyman breathes, but will come out and defend Oscar De La Hoya. Anybody who talks about Oscar, I'm blocking you. It's not funny. It's not fair. Okay, Oscar De La Hoya is a coke, snorting, cross-dressing weirdo that talks a bunch of shit. And I'll give him his credit as a fighter. He fought. But as a promoter, he's full of shit. Eddie Hearn is full of shit. And you got Rick Little Dick Glazer. He'll go tooth and nail defending Tyson Fury and those fucking gangsters, those mobsters that fucking run the zone and are behind Fury and a bunch of other boxers. He'll go tooth and nail and defend them. But Al Heyman, a black man, that a fucking genius, he's the scum of the earth. He's a cancer for the sport for some reason. Getting everybody their highest paydays. Something's wrong with Al Heyman, but nothing's wrong with, I can't pronounce that guy, Daniel, whatever his name is, and his fucking murderous, greedy, gangsta-ass family. You don't call them thugs and goons. He stands behind them. He's a fucking hypocrite. He's old media, and he's racist and shit. And he thinks because his wife is black, oh, I'm not, you can't call me racist because my wife is black. Hey, it's plenty of people that'll fuck a black bitch. And pardon me, I don't call his wife a bitch. I don't do that. There's plenty of people that will have sex with a black woman but hate black men. My wife is Asian, okay? That don't mean I can't be Asian. I can't be racist towards Asian men. The difference is this. If I was being racist toward Asian men, my wife would put me aside, hey, I'm Asian, motherfucker. Like, cut that shit out. And if she was doing it towards black people, I would say, hey, I don't play that shit. I would check her. But obviously, this sister ain't checking Rick. She's talking about he loves black eyed peas and green beans just like a brother. Yes, sir, boss. So that says a lot. Because she should have been pulled his fucking coattail. He's racist as shit. Coppinger's another racist dickhead, which is why, Bob Arum cussed him out, told him get the fuck out of here, Joe Tessitore, he's biased as fuck. I hate watching the ESPN commentary because of him alone. If you just listen when Devin Haney did his thing, man. Just listen. He was so pissed off. He went like fucking minutes without saying shit because he didn't want to acknowledge Devin Haney. But guess what? At the end of the day, you had to acknowledge that young brother. You had to acknowledge that king. They're taking over the sport. Shakir. They're taking over the sport. There's nothing you can do about it. Charlo, EJ, Bud Crawford. They're taking over the sport. We're running the sport. The brothers are killing it. Get over it. Okay? Get over it. You know, your fucking favorites, they don't compare. You can't compete when you can't fucking compare. And that's just it. They're better fighters. And, you know, I give people they just do. I'm really high on David Morrell. Morrell, I think he needs some more seasoning. He's a bad motherfucker. One of my favorites is the Mexican Mantha. I love the Mexican Mantha. David Benavidez. Hey, I think he beats everybody at that weight, even Charlo. That's my opinion. Charlo's black, but I think the Mexican Monster beats him. I think he beats Triple G. I think he beats Canelo. Yeah. I think he beats Andrade. I think he beats Caleb Plant, Saunders, anybody you throw. I think, in my opinion, he's number one. Race ain't got shit to do with it. I'm not a race warrior and I'm not old media. That's my opinion. Okay, so I don't do that racist shit. So shout out to everybody on Boxing Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and everybody who's unbiased and not racist, because that's what old media is. So I want you guys to pay attention to these fucking race soldiers. Pay attention to old media and watch their agenda of how they don't like a certain type of fighter. And they don't like a certain type of color. They don't like a certain type of style. And they don't like a motherfucker that's going to talk back. They don't like that shit. They like a yes sir boss. Happy to be here. We'll take the shorts. Fuck that. We ain't taking shorts unless we going on vacation. It's a new day. It's a new time. You promoters don't run shit like you used to. You know. And that's just it. Old media must die. It's your man Pretty Boy OD signing off with another one. Y'all be safe. God bless. Subscribe, like, comment, because either way, I don't give a fuck.